our mayor, because he said, it's bloody well my city, so they should be grateful to me. So he wanted to have a kind of symbol, a gift from the university to the city. So they ordered it. And it took 4 years to come up with this. Now, any idea how much this cost?
No.
Not the statue, but just the concept. Only the concept was 100,000 euros, the idea. The thing itself was much more expensive. It's probably €500,000 it cost. So it's expensive. And I remember very well, 8 years ago, in September, when they were going to divulge it. There was a huge sheet, a huge white sheet, so you couldn't see it. And the mayor was standing there, expecting.
No one knew even the cost?
No, we didn't know that. Only the big boss of the university knew it. So he had to wait, and then the artist was very proud, because the artist is the biggest artist in Belgium. He's like, ooh, he's world famous, he's better than Picasso, you know. And of course, the chancellor of the university was also there. And they pull down the sheet, and people look up at him. And they're quiet. They're not saying anything. But you can see they're thinking, is this art? What is it? How much does it cost? So the people didn't like it at all. People said, this is crap, this is nonsense, this is bullshit, this is not art, it's a needle with a scarab. People thought it was a fly. It's a fly and a needle. So the artist says, damn, what can I do to show its art? So we have a person in Belgium, one person who's also very famous, he's always on TV. He says art or not art. If he says it's art, it's art. Look at his back. If he says it is art, then it's art. If he says it's not art, it's not art. So they call him art. They call him, okay? Yes.
Every moment.
He came at the moment and said, Jan, can you please explain to the people that this is art, because it's very expensive, you know? And he looks like, looks around, yes, it's art. People say, hey, sorry, but you explain why. He says, this statue is an exact copy of that building. It's a copy of that building. People say that.
It doesn't look like that.
Say, please explain again. So then he says, what building is that? What building is that?
It's library.
The library. So what's inside?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. How much knowledge?
Very much.
If you would go in there, and we'll go in there in 10 minutes time, we're going inside. If you would read all those books in there, there's more than 2 million books in it. If you read all those books, then you know everything about the whole world. So all the human science, anything they ever discovered, thought about, invented, you name it, is all inside. Right. So now this. He says, well, this animal, you know the animal now? It's a
Scarab.
And what do you know about the scarab?
It's very old. It comes from the Egyptian.
Well, apparently the scarab is the oldest insect in the world. You know how the Earth, well, you had a Big Bang, a long time ago, a Big Bang, and then the Earth became a round ball, was still very hot, like on the beach. And then the very first insect that could walk here was a scarab, because it had long legs. So he could walk on 6 legs. It was not too hot for him. And he walked for millions of years. And suddenly he's walking again, and he bumps against something big, wide, round, and it cracks open. It's an egg. What's inside the egg? The first dinosaur. The first dinosaur comes out of the egg. And the scarab says, wow, that is interesting. That is a huge animal. And a dinosaur walks off. The scarab continues. And after millions of years, it sees millions of dinosaurs, all those kind of pletosaurs and plesiosaurs and whatever you have, all this kind, and it's interesting. And he continues to, millions of years later, he walks again, he bumps again against a stone. Huh? They're building a pyramid. They're building a pyramid in Egypt. Fantastic, interesting. And he just continues. And thousands of years later, the pyramids are breaking down or falling down. But he continues. Says, this little animal is so old, it has seen everything. The dinosaurs, the pyramids, even today they're still around. In the head of that animal is as much knowledge, as much science as in her library. That is deep, right? That is extremely deep. So the mayor says, okay, but I don't understand the needle. What is the needle doing there? Ah, that's easy. Yeah, the science. The needle is science. Because how do you do science? You take an animal, you prick, and then you look. 6 legs, 2 eyes, green color, and the needle of science gets through everything. It penetrates everything. And this needle is planted in the soil of the city of Leuven to show science will always be here in Leuven. And since then, since we know the story, we all love it. Such a beautiful special. Yeah. Do you? You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No.
Now you do it?
No.
Okay, so that is the story behind it. Now, even the artist didn't realize all the implications. He had to ask his friend to tell. So, let's go.